Yo guys, in this GTA Online video, I'll be showing you some of the best money methods you guys can do this week in GTA Online. As many of you already know by now, the recent event week is currently live, and in this event week, it includes some very good bonus money. But without any further ado guys, let's jump straight into the video. So to get started, for the first money method I will show you, we have the Lamar Contact missions. From the most recent event week, the Lamar Contact missions will be paying out 4 times money and RP. So already with this bonus alone, you will be able to make some very easy money, and on top of this there is a lot of Lamar Contact missions to choose from. Some of the different Lamar Contact missions will have higher payout caps. Now if you guys want to go ahead and start one of these Lamar Contact missions yourself, just press the pause button, go over to the online tab, select jobs, play jobs, Rockstar created, and then navigate over to the missions tab. If you scroll through here, you will eventually come across some 4 times money and RP missions. Not all of these will be Lamar Contact missions, as there is also another bonus with 4 times money, which we will move over to very shortly. Now of course guys, to make the most money from these contact missions, make sure that you set the difficulty to hard. I would only suggest really doing this if you have played the contact missions before and have really an understanding of what to do, or maybe even if you guys are just a high level with loads of weapons. Some of these contact missions done solo with the hard difficulty can be very challenging, and sometimes even the enemies can just insta-kill you, but as long as you guys stock up on snacks and armor, you should be all good. In this Lamar Contact mission, I just had to repair the shafter and then deliver it back to Simeon's dealership. Honestly, you would probably think that this should be a Simeon mission. I think that would make so much more sense. Now for every contact mission in GTA Online, there is another trick that you guys can do to maximize the money you make, and that is simply just waiting 8 minutes in the contact mission. After waiting 8 minutes in the mission, the payout will eventually cap, and this will be the same for any mission across GTA Online and also races. I waited 8 minutes in this contact mission specifically, and you will see after I completed it, I got a payout of $51,000, and on top of that a bunch of RP. $51,000 does not seem like a lot of money for this contact mission, especially with 4 times money and RP, but you guys could get potentially more than this if you played with other players. But even doing this solo and getting $51,000 every single time I think is pretty good. But then again, I would say this is probably better for RP. You guys saw how much I got and it was a lot. But nevertheless guys, this will be a great method to do if you are a lower level and maybe do not really earn any businesses in GTA Online. And this will be the same thing for the next money method, which will be the Trevor Contact missions. Just like Lamar Contact missions, these Trevor Contact missions will be paying out 4 times money and RP, and everything I showed you with the Lamar Contact missions really just applies to the Trevor ones as well. So in the Trevor Contact missions, you can wait the 8 minutes and then deliver whatever you are trying to get, and this will give you the max payout. After waiting around 8 minutes once again, this time I think I was actually over 8 minutes, I did in fact get $53,000 for doing this instead. And just like before, we also got a ton of RP on top of it. I would definitely recommend that you guys do both of these different contact missions, and if you guys simply just go over to the missions tab in the Rockstar created modes, you will be able to go through everything and just see all of the different missions with the 4 times money and RP. But now guys, moving away from the contact missions, we do have another sort of mission, and this will not be Rockstar created luckily. This money method will be evolving around the community series. Now guys, select community series do have some 4 times money and RP, which is some great news. This will be available on different stunt races and things like that. And for me currently, I have this survival job in the community tab, and this will also be paying out the 4 times money and RP. If you guys remember, I did make a video on this when it had 2 times money and RP, and the payout you guys could get then was roughly $150,000 for completing the survival. This time around, we can make so much more money because of the 4 times money. When I originally made that video on the survival job, apparently some people could not even find it in this tab, so it might only be available for the next gen consoles. I'm not entirely sure on that, but if you guys do play on the last gen consoles and cannot see this, let me know in the comments down below. Now of course, this is just a standard survival, but as many of you guys know, in survivals you can really cheese the system. So when you spawn into this survival and come through this way, you can jump over this wall and stand next to this pool. The enemies will then flood around the whole side of the casino roof and sort of funnel towards you. This is where you can throw your molotovs if you want to, and eventually when some of the juggernaut type of enemies get too close, you can dive in this pool and just climb on this ledge. And when you guys get onto this ledge, you are pretty much unkillable. The enemies will just stand there and stare at you. Some of the enemies will risk everything and try and swim in the pool, and some will even try and punch you. Honestly, at this point, it's just funny to watch the enemies. But of course now you would just go through the whole survival and all of the different waves. Keep in mind this can be pretty boring and really repetitive. You can definitely complete this survival a little bit faster if you go towards the enemies, and just make sure that you do not sit on this ledge for the whole survival, as the enemies do get confused and some will even stop spawning in. But anyways guys, I took out the final enemy and you guys can see that I got a huge payout of just over $200,000. I thought this would have been more like $300,000, but nevertheless this is still very good money. And if you guys use this trick that I showed you, you can pretty much do this at any level as long as you guys have enough ammunition. Another money method that you guys can do this week is the come out to play adversary mode. This adversary mode will be paying out triple money and RP this week, and if you want to go ahead and start this mode for yourself, press the pause button, go over to the online tabs like jobs, play jobs, Rockstar created, and all the way down in the adversary modes tab you will eventually find the come out to play adversary mode. I have never played this mode, but it does look pretty good. But with all of the other things in this event week, I don't think I will even try it. But either way guys, this will be still very good to do. It has triple money, and because adversary modes require other players in GTA Online, you are expected to get a higher payout anywhere. And now onto another money method, we have the Dr. Dre contract. Yes guys, this does have double money and RP, and that does mean that it will pay out $2 million after completion. I still remember reading the event week when that was released, and a lot of people were saying that this was the data leaked, and then after logging into my agency computer and checking, it turns out the Dr. Dre contract as a whole is actually on double money and RP. And even if you guys do not earn the agency to start this contract, the agency has huge discounts as well. I believe we have 50% off the agency itself, so now is a great time to get involved with the agency and make this $2 million. Just remember, you can do all of the Dr. Dre contract completely solo as well, which honestly is probably the best part about it. I would definitely recommend that you stock up on snacks and armor before doing it though, as some of the build-up missions can be very challenging to do. Another money method you guys could do this week is the hangar cell missions as well. This will also be paying out double money and RP, just like the Dr. Dre contract mission. Having a business with double money and RP, and also the Dr. Dre contract with double money and RP as well, is honestly so good. Even if you guys don't want to use the hangar business to do that much, all you really have to do is just send off this guy called Rooster McCraw. It will cost $25,000 to send him off to get some cargo, but this cargo will obviously sell for 2 times money and RP, and you guys can pretty much just keep doing this and playing the Dr. Dre contract instead. That's what I would do personally. I don't really like the hangar business still, but even then you can make millions of dollars just from the hangar business, so it is definitely worth investing in. But anyways guys, to round out this whole money method video, we finally have the time trials. As usual, time trials are just a great way to make quick money, especially the HSW time trial and default time trial. You can find the HSW time trial at Terminal and the standard time trial up at North Chumash. The other 2 time trials, which would be the Junk Energy time trial and the RC Bandito time trial, will change every single day. So to find both of these time trials, just check your map in a GTA session. If you guys are not really a big fan of these time trials, I would definitely recommend just doing the default time trial and definitely the HSW time trial if you guys can do that. Obviously, this is restricted to the next-gen versions of GTA Online and next-gen consoles. But anyways, guys, that will be it for this money method video. You guys have a lot of ways to make money this week, and obviously the GTA 10th anniversary is coming up very shortly, so it already makes sense why Rockstar have done this. With some luck, you guys can use these money methods and make millions of dollars in no time. But anyways, guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful, make sure to leave a like. I really appreciate your support, and if you are new here, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.